Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think I need another earphone because I'm hearing this tapping noise in my ear. Are you hearing it?
No.
Okay. We're not recording on. Oh,
We definitely are.
hey, woman. Hey.
Oh, well, hey, woman, hey.
Yes. Politically correct dice today. Hey, girl. I don't want to offend you. So, hey, woman. Hey.
Chatty Pattys. We about to change our name.
To
Chatty Pattys.
the Chatty Pattys.
Yes. I was like, what?
Like, who you talking to?
Ma'am, we are not starting like 2 seconds into the podcast this way this week, ma'am. How was your weekend?
It was good. I had a good weekend. Yeah, I hardly was in the house. But nothing nothing super crazy. Like on Saturday, my daughter had a play date.
Ooh.
Which is hilarious because my friend's son and her, they're like around the same age or whatever, and like they just like really hit it off. Like they really, really cool. Because he probably was like, look, I never met a girl that likes superheroes and cars and stuff. Like, she's lit. So
a mini dice.
I know, right? So he's like, yo, she's lit. She's like one of the homies. So like we were over there and they had a good time. And then of course, like with any daggone play date, when you trying to end it, they just like, oh man, what? Right. And they was just like, this ain't a sleepover. And me and his mom was like, oh, y'all definitely tried it. Let's go. A sleepover. Girl. On so many levels, that's a hell no. Like so yeah, that was Saturday. Sunday, of course, is the same old. Los Futbolones. And yeah, I have a whole other story for football Sunday that I will be talking about what I'll be releasing. Yeah. So we'll save that for the end of lowness.
All right.
What you get into?
Dick, y'all know I've been talking about it for weeks.
Yes.
It was amazing, y'all.
We don't need details, listeners. We're sorry. Well, she's not sorry, but I'm apologizing for her.
Let me tell y'all, I won't give y'all details, but what I will say is he was supposed to be home at 2:00 in the morning Saturday, right? Uh-huh. So I expected to wake up to penis.
Oh,
however, they decided to stop in Tampa, and then the pilot was like, the storm, he can't fly up here. It was no goddamn storm. It was some wind, okay? It was a little wind.
Even if it was a storm, you was not here for it. You like fly through the fucking storm.
All. So he ended up not getting here until like 4 p.m. on Saturday, and I actually had plans for us like Saturday in the earlier part of the day, because I haven't seen him in like 6 weeks or whatever.
Right.
So we went out. What did we do? Oh, they were doing like costume bar hop things. So we didn't dress up, but we went out and we had fun. And then the next day we went to brunch. And then in between, dick.
I thought you was singing it to the Nickelodeon thing at first. I was like, I can't, man.
Dick. Yeah, I'm with it. Nickelodeon.
I am weak. I cannot do it. And the funny thing is, I knew this was what it was going to be. So, listeners, if you're shocked, I'm not, because this is what I was expecting.
If somebody was trying to get in contact with me this weekend, they was out of fucking luck.
I was surprised you responded to my text. I was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting to get a text back that early."
I was looking at the text kind of like, I mean, she knew. She could have fucking did whatever she wanted.
I wouldn't have gave not nan fuck.
Not nan. So,
too funny.
Hey, he's home and...
You're in a great mood.
I'm in a great mood. I was about to say something incriminating.
That's please.
Off the podcast. Yeah.
Sidebar.
Yeah.
You make me sick.
Week 13.
Yes.
Episode 13.
Episode 13, honey.
Yeah.
Climbing on up.
So I don't have a numerology thing for you, but you know, 13 is supposed to be like an unlucky number,
Right?
And it's so crazy because Halloween is this week. So it you see how that kind of lined up?
Yeah, I see how that lined up. That's kind of strange.
That's spooky shit on a spooky week.
Mm-mm-mm.
Oh, I just thought about something else I'm gonna release. Even though I already had something to release. You know that goddamn Halloween thing and how people be like, I don't celebrate Halloween. Bitch, shut up. Halloween is about getting candy. Like,
that is not politically correct.
You know what? It probably isn't.
But we don't give up. We don't give up.
I mean, we really don't. We just pretend like we do on this podcast.
And sometimes we don't do a good job pretending.
Yeah, last week I played it back. I was like, woo. Woo. Anywho, so episode 13.
Exactly. Episode 13. This week, you guys, we are going to talk about levels to cheating.
Are there levels?
Yeah, I think there are.
It's not just a black and white thing?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, there is...
Wine.
Huh? Is it wine?
I said wine.
Wine me. I know it's like a crime. Either you committed a crime or you didn't. So in that essence, it's black and white. But then there's degrees to how severe your crime was, if that makes sense. So then there's like degrees to me, in my opinion, on what cheating is.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Where are we starting?
I know. Like, where do we...
go ahead.
I was just going to start with a disclaimer.
Oh, shit. Listen, bitches. Let
me put on my disclaimer voice. Cheating is not cool, and the Chatty Pattys are not condoning such acts. Now we will resume your normally scheduled podcast. Okay, and I'm back. So what you about to say?
I would have had a different
disclaimer. What you about to say? Put on your disclaimer voice and do your disclaimer then.
I don't have a disclaimer voice.
Oh, wait. Shit.
The Chatty Pattys do not endorse cheating. However, if you shall, always use a rubber. Insane.
Insane.
That would have been my disclaimer.
I cannot deal with you.
I've had a couple of glasses of wine today. So. But no, I have a good little starting point.
Okay, what's up?
So T.I. and Friends and Family, T.I. and Tiny Friends and Family Hustle?
Yeah.
I know that T.I. is a hood nigga favorite.
Look.
But that motherfucker is trash, okay? I watched that fucking episode and where he's talking about the video and he's just trying to make it seem like, oh, it was just a video. Somebody was spying on me.
You talking about the episode when they was at the bar with Lord Duval?
Yes.
Oh, my
But you know the video, so for the listeners that don't know.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry.
T.I. been out here in these streets cheating on his wife, Tiny, from Escape.
For sure. Tamika Cottle? What's her name? Okay. Or Harris, I guess.
I guess. I'm just saying. All right. Anyhow. So in his latest scandal, he was videotaped and he just smacked somebody's little butt or whatever. So on the show, he's trying to downplay it. Which, I mean, I guess if you are talking about there's levels to cheating, obviously it wasn't a video with like his dick in her butt. So, I mean, sure. But
I mean, this isn't your first offense.
But not only is it not his first offense, but you not just smacking no random ass bitch's ass. So y'all comfortable. Y'all got a relationship. Y'all got some kind of
rapport, right?
You know what I'm saying? Because a dude couldn't just be out here smacking my ass for no reason, like
right? Because it ain't even like she looked shocked. She wasn't like, ooh.
She was like, daddy. So I mean, he could try to play the little levels to this shit with Tiny, but for me, No.
I think he's just trying to save face too, because he always trying to look like he's so cool, calm, and collected, and nothing phases him. So I think this is him just trying to, oh, I'm just gonna be cool about it. But when I'm sure behind closed doors, he not as cool as he portrays with the
What he
situation.
said was that she knew who he was when they met each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if that's the case, then she know what she getting. Trap nigga.
So he'd be dead as anywho. So levels. Let's break down these levels because I'm not aware of what they are.
Okay, so I was doing some little research when I was compiling my feelings, but Google aloneness.
Mm-hmm.
So broke it down into 5.
Oh shit.
It could be 4, but got 5. So
who knew?
I know, right? Go figure. It was either you did it or you didn't.
God damn.
Right. So level 1 would be like a little wandering, which would be like, you're in a committed relationship, but you have like a wandering eye and you give the opposite sex a lot of attention without mentioning that you're spoken for. So to me, that means like a lot of flirting. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't kissing, touching nobody, but like you crossing boundaries, which to some people that probably wouldn't be considered as cheating. It's just like you need to get your life, which we know some people like that. So
I'm asleep.
I didn't name any names. Okay.
But,
okay. So we're gonna discuss them. We're gonna discuss them. Let me just get them out there.
Okay.
So level 2 would be purely physical indiscretion. So basically, yeah, exactly. It was a one-time thing. Whether you was too drunk or you just wanted to go out here and get it done, you got it done, and it was a one-time thing, and it was just purely sex. Right. Mm-hmm. So level 3 would be emotional attachment. So you have a platonic relationship that has turned into more while you're already in a committed relationship. So not only are you smashing this joint, there's feelings there.
So that was going to be my question because, what if there's okay, we'll get there. Let's get through the 5. I'm sorry.
Okay, no, you good. So 4, sometimes I was seeing that they combine 4 and 5, but I'll just say them both and we'll see if we need to combine them or not. So 4 is multiple indiscretions. Oh, can't even talk. Multiple indiscretions. Basically, you're in a committed relationship, but you frequently step out for some fun off the books pretty much. So it pretty much happens when a level 2 person doesn't take the time to say, look, all right, maybe I need to, dial it back, or either I not need to be in a relationship, or I need to figure out why I'm doing what I'm doing, or maybe, I just need to not be in a relationship. And then level 5 is a full-blown affair, which means you are basically living 2 double lives. You're in 2 full-ass relationships. You're in 2, it says 2 invested relationships, and you're essentially splitting yourself in half. So you're basically cheating on 2 people.
So how's that different than number 3?
So the way I see it as different is because with number 3, it's with. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. That's a good.
They're both emotional.
It definitely is, but look at you, because I'm like both of them. You don't know. Yeah. I have nothing. So So maybe it's only 4 because.
It could be maybe like, let's say you are in a relationship with someone and maybe your intent is just to smash someone on the side, but you develop feelings for that person develops feelings for you, but he or she is aware that you're in a committed relationship, versus number 5
where you just out in these joints being deceitful as hell. Like
nobody knows that you're even in another relationship. Maybe that's what it means.
Yeah, because in the description, it basically said you're splitting yourself in half and you're cheating on 2 people.
Okay. Then that's probably what that means then.
Got it. So, So those are the little variations that I looked up. And for the most part, I agree. Like, with you saying like the whole 3 and the 5 thing, like that makes sense. But like you said, maybe it is just, one person with the 3, the person knows, and then on the 5, you just out here just like a full-blown savage out here.
For the Chatty Patty purposes, we're gonna go with that hoe knew for number 3, and for
Right.
number 5, she didn't.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, do we got some offenses to go with these? I mean, some punishments to go with these offenses, or we just?
We can make up some.
Okay. I mean, now that I'm thinking about it, it is levels to it because Remy Ma on State of the Culture says that if you ain't married, ain't no cheating.
Oh.
Like ain't no such thing as cheating. Like if you're not in a committed marriage, then you're single.
So then in her mind that you can't be committed if you're dating. Like, so if you're boyfriend and girlfriend, even though that's so high school to say that, but if you're boyfriend and girlfriend and you're dating, you're not considered committed unless you are married. Because the word commitment means that it's just you and you're I can't speak. It's just y'all two, pretty much.
I may be paraphrasing this wrong, but I could have what it was like last week or the week before. She was saying that like if you're not married, then technically it's not cheating. Because who were they talking about?
Well, the whole world got it fucked up then, if that's the case. Because there's plenty of men who get their ass broke up with.
Well, I disagree with that. I feel like if you are in a situationship,
right, then that's different.
But if we have a conversation and we say that we're going to be exclusive,
right,
whether we're married or not,
right,
then
you ain't supposed to be. You out here doing something that you ain't supposed to be doing. If we saying we're exclusive and we're in a committed dating relationship, then you can't be out here smashing everybody.
Yeah. So I mean, that's just how I look at it. But I've seen like on Facebook people say that like ain't no you single until you married, and I'm always like, but so what are you doing in between that? Like when you're engaged, are you still single?
Right.
Because you're not technically married. Like I don't really understand. I feel like it's some whole shit. Not that I don't judge the hoes because
I just think it's a out. It's a way to be like, oh, it ain't bad because we ain't married. Why not just don't put any labels? Then if you're not married, then just don't date. Just be like, nah, I don't want no labels, but we could just have fun.
So, I mean, we're married. So what's a deal breaker out of the 5? Like
what level?
If you had to pick one to be a complete ass deal breaker, like nah, that ain't rocking. Which one would it be?
See, and I'm gonna sound super crazy, but like I don't like the emotional attachment one, like the level 3. But I feel I don't know, but it depending on the multiple indiscretions. Well, I guess it wouldn't be with the same person because then that wouldn't be multiple. Then that would kind of be like the whole full bonus flare type thing. But yeah, I can't. I think I can get over physical faster than I can an emotional attachment with somebody. Like if my dude is like out here like and they saying they love each other, like I think it would be harder to get past that because love just don't go away and you're not going to just be like, all right, well, you need to stop loving her so that we can work on our marriage. But like, even though like all of this is cheating, all of it's bad, I feel like we can get to the root of why you out here fucking people, multiple people, and like that can be cut off. But like feelings and emotions to me seems deeper. Just my personal. But what about you?
I don't like maybe because I'm a hella emotional person. I don't know. I just feel like I would actually be. If you could just go out here and fuck anybody, you could just go out here and fuck anybody. So for me, I have an issue with that. Like it reminds me of on Baby Boy when Tyrese was like, "I love you. I lie to you because I love you. I tell these hoes the truth." Like, no, nigga, that don't make me feel warm and fuzzy in the inside, my guy. Like, right. No, I would have an issue with my dude just being able to just go out here and be like, yeah, that bitch fat as fuck. And
knock her down.
Yeah. As opposed to, not that I would prefer for him to catch feelings, but at least I know, like, you have time has to pass before you actually develop feelings. So
that's not something that just happened overnight.
right, versus like, like JT's in the military, so I could not live with that
Right.
thought. Like, just knowing he could just be out here just slinging dick around when he's
Right.
out of town a lot. Like,
Right.
I would drive myself crazy.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's just me.
Yeah, that makes sense though. And then I think it also, and every situation is different, but I would want to kind of get to the root of like, how do we get here? So like the emotional attachment, was I not paying you attention or giving you what you needed emotionally, so you felt like, you couldn't talk to me or whatever situation, so you had to go out and seek it elsewhere, so that's how you got emotionally attached to someone?
Mm-hmm.
Or like, maybe my sex ain't good, or you wasn't getting sex on a regular, so that's why you did the multiple indiscretions. I think that also would kind of play into effect, what would make it the deal breaker for me. Like, how did we get here?
Right. So what do you think about like the first one where you're just out here and you flirting, but you're not really doing anything
I mean, it's
physical?
disrespectful, but like, I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm not tripping about it, but like, people look, like, men look, women look, it is what it is. Like, yeah, like, maybe you need to shut the fuck up and all the hee hee ha ha in people's face, like, you need to cut the fuck out because you about to make me look stupid in these streets. But it's not something that I would leave you for, unless it was something that you absolutely could not control and it started leading to other levels. But yeah, that
Or
wouldn't be.
or what if it was just like something that happened often? Like I do know some people that claim to just be like flirtatious,
But then you would
but
know that when you got with that person.
yeah,
So
that's
if that
true.
person was like that always, then like you knew what you was getting. But if this kind of came out of the blue, then we need to be like, all right, what's really good? Like, where is this coming from? Why you feel
I'm
so comfortable?
I'm trying to look at this with my single lens and
And
my
yeah,
married lens.
right. I don't want to be too
So
biased. Just come from Mary Haggsville, so
I feel like in the beginning of like a relationship, if someone is like hella flirtatious, I can kind of get it. I'm talking about like real early. I,
right,
I guess I can kind of, because on one hand, I feel like if you made the decision to be exclusive with someone and now y'all in like a full blown relationship, then to me, that was your
that
basically
was your
your,
cutoff.
yeah, you saying like I'm done with that shit.
Right.
But then on the other hand, it's just like if I was with somebody and it was on, like we only been together for like a month
Mm-hmm.
and you was being a little flirty at the bar or whatever, in my mind I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna have to get this nigga together
Right.
because he don't
He
know
he
that
still
I'm
think he's
thirsty.
single. Right.
Yeah, he's maybe he hasn't been. Oh, I was about to say something so pulse worthy. Okay, I'm glad I caught that. Uh, but with my married lens, because there's the dating period,
Mm-hmm.
the engagement period.
So you got a long time to get
You
your life
know,
together.
I'm just like the flirtatious part. I'm kind of just like, well, nah. What you mean? What we doing?
Right, right.
And not just like talking to members of the other sex, because some people call any fucking thing flirting. I'm talking
Nah.
about some flat ass, like flat out, just kind of borderline disrespectful type flirting. Like y'all, you know.
Right, right. And then even in this specific little article for this one that I saw, it said that you're giving the opposite sex attention without mentioning you're spoken for. So that's like these niggas
Oh,
at the bar, like, like I'm buying Shorty a drink, but I ain't, and I ain't mentioning that I got a girl. If I'm asked, I'm like, nah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you ain't necessarily kissing or having sex with them, but you out here misrepresenting that you single and you got a whole ass committed relationship you in.
so what do you think that? I mean, people like attention.
Right. And I like I said, it's still bad. And like I said in the beginning, all of these are things you shouldn't be doing. But like, I think that one right there for me wouldn't be a deal breaker. It would just be something that I would need to address and be like, look, I need you to cut it out before you catch these hands. Please. Thanks. That's
Mm.
your warning. Teach him like a kid. That's your warning.
So what
Okay.
if that happened like twice or let's say four times or something like that and then never became physical, but it kept happening. Like, at what point does it become?
Then to me, then we got a problem, especially if this wasn't behavior that you were displaying before we became committed, whether
Right.
it's, dating or in a marriage. Then we need to sit down and have a real conversation to be like, so what, maybe I'm mistaken what we are and what are some guidelines, and not to be putting rules out there, but like, what are we doing? Because like, just know whatever you can do, I can do better. So just let me know what we're doing, and I will govern myself accordingly. But it needs to be discussion. Hey, if it's happening multiple times after you've already addressed it, then either you got you a little disrespectful joint that don't give a fuck, or something else deeper is going on. What? You're like, I'm not agreeing with that.
No, I'm just no, I'm actually trying to, because I did not discuss what I was going to discuss
Oh.
on this episode with my husband.
Oh, you got to get clearance for stuff, ma'am. You can't just be.
No, so
Well,
I'm
maybe
just
you should err on the side of caution then. We don't want
because
to. Yeah.
on one hand, I'm just like, well,
Mm-mm.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
because single, well, not single, but pre-married Shay, I didn't stay with you if you cheated on me. Like, I wouldn't even, it wouldn't even be a thought. Like, the person that I was with before I got married, I had a super duper gut feeling that he was cheating, and
Mm-hmm.
I ended up being correct. But
Mm-hmm.
I actually broke up with him before I had those facts. I ended up getting the facts after, of
Mm-hmm.
course. But I knew in my heart of hearts that he was, and I just had no. I was just like, I'm not fucking dealing with that shit. Like,
Right.
not at fucking all. And
Right.
so I there is someone in particular I have in mind who says that cheating is her deal breaker. She's married,
Mm-hmm.
very newly married. She's like, cheating is a deal breaker, and it very well may be a deal breaker.
Right.
I just am like,
It. You
you're
got to be
never
put in
not
that
cheat.
situation first.
That's all I'm saying. Like,
It's like people speaking on kids, but they ain't got a kid yet. So you're just like, oh, just hold off. Just hold off and see how it is until you get
yeah.
there.
I
Not
mean,
wishing anything on anybody, of course, but like, you really don't know how you would react in a situation until you were in that situation. You can be like, oh, I would do X, Y, and Z, but you really don't know until you're wearing them shoes for the most part.
so I do think that there are levels depending on the type of relationship that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, excuse me, when you don't have anything that ties you really to one another other than that title,
Right.
it's very easy to just be like, oh, you got me fucked up. Or on the flip side, if you do have more than just a title, you could be like, you got me fucked up because we got all this life invested and you
Right.
don't give a fuck.
Exactly. You out here doing what you want to do. So
So, that's what I'm just like, oh, I mean, it's levels, but
it's also what can you handle, and like you said, what type of relationship are you in? Are we like Barack and Michelle, or we like Will and
Obama
Jada?
would never.
I'm just saying what type of relationship we
Well,
in.
Will and Jay, have you seen
Yeah,
their
but
like?
yeah, I was going. I guess we can kind of talk. I don't know if we was going to save it for tea, but like it kind of falls into kind of sort of what we're talking about.
Because they said they put it out there they're not swingers.
Yeah, but yeah, they said they're not swingers, but
But in my
they
mind, I
never
was like,
said
y'all
that
could
they
be in an
weren't in an
open
open
marriage,
relationship.
right?
An open marriage and an open relationship is definitely different than a swinger,
Hmm.
because y'all could be out here doing y'all things separately. Okay, so I caught that.
And no shade, but even some of the other stuff they were saying before then, I was kind of like
It seemed like they was
leaving
alluding to
room
it.
for
Right,
interpretation.
we're not setting any rules and no boundaries, and what makes her happy. Like, I might not like it, but I have to be. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
I actually, I mean, it's a quick detour. So I was
Hmm.
actually watching it with JT, and I was just like, Because listen.
But they was dropping some gems, though. Like, I ain't even going front. Look, let
My
me tell you something.
nigga.
That daggone Red Table Talk had me, like, jotting stuff down. Like, okay, you said what now? Okay,
And
love being transactional? What we talking
oh my God. So that was the part that hit. Okay. Number one, I'm a Virgo. JT is a Libra, which is Jada and Will.
about?
So I already went into this like, bitch, this
Tell
is
us
mom and
about us,
dad.
right?
This is mom and dad. Let's get this advice.
Right. Pour into us, please.
But that transactional piece was a fucking word. And that
Yes.
applies to more than just your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
People love when it's beneficial and convenient
And it's making you feel good.
yes, but as soon as that shit doesn't go the way you want to, that love gets, bitches start deducting love.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
They like, nope.
Minus
No.
10, minus 10 on the love meter.
I ain't
Okay?
in love with you. I just love you right now, nigga.
Yeah. So JT was cooking while it was on, so he was hearing it, but I want him to sit down and I want him to absorb because I was
Look,
all the way into it.
they had the most gems when they was
Yes.
talking about how friendships get lost in marriage and that sort of thing, and then how we expect people to love us more than we love ourselves. Then talking about how expectation is the mother of disappointment. Honey, look,
let me tell you,
whew,
that first, that's why,
they was speaking speaking something to me. I said, oh wait, well, what you
JT
talking
and
about?
us call this our new marriage all the time. And I'm just like, I felt that shit on a real nigga level.
Right.
Because, yeah, that was.
Yeah, if y'all haven't listened to it or watched it, it's on Facebook Live. What is that? Facebook? Not Facebook Live. Facebook TV, or I don't know what it's called, but it's like it looked like a TV at the bottom of your Facebook
It's some
app.
bullshit because I didn't even want fucking Facebook and I only logged back on last year for this goddamn show.
Yes, it's called Red Table Talk, and it's normally with Jada Pinkett Smith, her mother, and then her daughter Willow. But they sometimes have guests on and stuff like that. So the past two, they've had Will Smith on there. We kind of touched on it last week, I believe, at the end. But they were talking about their relationship and the dynamic, or how they got to where they are, and how they were having troubles and stuff was rocky. And when Jada hit 40, she pretty much had a midlife crisis and was like, look, I'm up here living for you. I'm up here pretending to be happy in a image and a life that you built that I'm supposed to be happy in, and I'm not fucking happy. And this shit's gonna have to change. And long story short, they pretty much tailored and rebuild their relationship with new rules and doing stuff a different way, pretty much to make themselves happy. So they took the formalness out of marriage and the boundaries and basically tailored it to make both of them happy, which, hey, more power to you, because that shit is lit. Whatever you can do to make your relationship more popping and to make you not want to, kick them in the teeth is lit to me.
So, what if making your spouse happy is them every now and then getting some occasional new puss? Because, again, I feel like they cleared up the swingers rumor, but they didn't clean up that open marriage rumor.
Right, exactly.
And we talked about, like, I won't say weird, different relationships.
Odd attempts at making
yes.
fixing your marriage, right?
Right. So we did talk about it, but like I know that I'm all the way in a transactional motherfucking marriage because JT already knows my boundary. Don't even put your big toe on the line because I'll kill your ass.
Look, everybody who's in my life knows if I'm not happy, 9 times out of 10, people around me not gonna be happy, because the energy that I exude when I am mad it's not fun. It's not uncomfortable. So like, if I'm not happy, I'm sure everyone in this household is like, this bitch, please, dad, like, come on, Brandon. I mean, please, somebody, please make this joint happy, please. So I just know that if it was an adult conversation had, like, I'm not talking about no, like, hey, let me get out here and get these home prices, bang, 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 bang. But like, if it was like a serious situation, and like whether it was me needing it or my husband needing it, and we discuss boundaries, like, what are we doing this for? Is this like forever and a day? Is this like I need to get some stuff because I'm having a midlife crisis? Like, what are we doing here? I wouldn't say that I would be opposed to it, but like, I need structure. I wouldn't want to feel like, I don't know, we would be out here all willy nilly, because then I would just be like, then why are we married? Like,
see, that's not what Will and Jada was talking about. Will and Jada got an open marriage, as in ain't
they
nothing that the
are.
other person could do to
I
make
know.
them break up
Well,
their union, their best friendship, and they
look,
whatever shit.
I'm not at their level of enlightenment. Okay.
Yeah, me either. But it
So
sounds nice.
it sounds so kumbaya and lit, but I'm
I
just gonna
actually
keep it
want to get
100.
there.
I would love to be at that point. Like, they seem genuinely happy in life with each other, with everything. I mean, millions of dollars will probably assist in that as well. But what I'm
Okay.
saying is that they just seem like, even just taking all of that out, just them two together just seems so like this man is like, I would never find anybody like you, and I would never want to lose that. And yeah, divorce was not on an option, and I was just going to figure out how I was going to do this, how I was going to fix this, and what I need to do to make you happy. So I wish I could get to that level, but I just, ooh, like, we having a whole open the gates, like, whatever's whatever, as long as it makes you happy, baby. And I'm sure they got some even though they say they don't have no rules, I'm sure, like, there's certain things, like, do they tell each other, do they not say, okay, pop the cork? Oh,
Yes. Can you hear the wine, y'all?
very clearly. All
Okay.
right, pour it up, pour it up.
I mean, I
Pour it
thought we
on,
already
pour it up.
established that we
We
can.
already did. We
Okay.
already let them know a couple episodes ago what it
When
is.
Wayne comes on, y'all hear the flick of the light, the flick of the bic.
You're going to hear the
Expect
pop
to
of the
hear
top.
ice and pops of the tops and sips of the sips.
Sips of the sips. But yeah, it just, I wouldn't be opposed to it, depending on we had that adult conversation and just
Right.
try to understand it. But I'm not where they are, even though it's
They've been together for, she said, almost 25 years too. So you motherfuckers that's been together for 6 months should not be already sitting down talking about, hey, what's up
how
with
can
that?
we do this?
Like, fuck out of here. That's
Like,
my opinion, but
right?
whatever.
No, I'm dead ass for real.
So back to T.I. and Tiny, because
Mm-hmm.
I just, T.I.'s music I will forever twerk to, but it like him as a man, he's so trash to me. He
Yeah,
really is.
relationship Ti is just like,
I'm really surprised he hasn't been canceled. Like,
it's he hasn't been canceled because he's been riding for black people, so that's why.
yeah, and he be saying shit that y'all motherfuckers can't understand because y'all dumb.
Right.
But that's neither here nor
He
there.
got the whole dictionary, my G, and a thesaurus, like all of
So
that.
in their last show, when it was just before it was the little Friends and Family Hustle, when it was just the Family Hustle show, I remember, oh my God, I was so fucking pissed. Like, I was mad, yelling at the screen, because they had went to dinner, T.I. and Tiny, and they were talking about the whole, like, Tiny taking a picture with Floyd Mayweather situation.
Yeah.
And T.I. was acting like it was a picture of his dick in her ear.
Right.
And it was just legit them at a fucking party with other people in the picture.
Right.
Like Mariah Carey, I want to say, was in a picture with them.
Yeah,
and
she
he was
was.
acting like it was the end of the fucking world. And at that point, I knew of like 3 occasions when that nigga cheated on her. So it was just like,
Are we doing this? Are we doing this? And it became a whole thing. He out here trying to box Floyd. I'm like, all right, yeah.
But so when we talk about levels, I mean, I can't, I have to speak about the levels or the differences between when men cheat and women cheat. Because not even with Tiny and T.I., but on Insecure, I don't think people peep this, but like, excuse me, when, Chad, the light skinned friend of Lawrence, the funny one.
Mm-hmm.
So when Issa cheated on Lawrence, Chad was just like, fuck her, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But in this current season, Chad's girl left him
because he cheated.
He was cheating.
And then started trying to win her back.
And then by the end of the season, the bitch was back with him. And when Lawrence was like, she took you back, Chad was like, nigga, yeah. So that brings me to, because y'all, I feel like women should be treated the same as men when it comes to sex. Because when I say that, I mean that we get horny and we want to fuck too.
Mm-hmm.
But when a woman cheats, she gets labeled as a hoe. Whereas a man cheats and it's just like, oh, he's just a man. But like, My thing is, not only do we get just as horny as y'all, but we get dick offerings all the time.
Yeah, probably more than men get.
No, most certainly more than fucking men. Like the fattest, the ugliest, the da-da-da. Like there's no.
But when a woman cheats, they are canceled. A man will canceled with a capital C. But when a man cheats, like, okay, well, like, come on, like, you know, it's a whole bunch of plea and let me do this. Like, why you being like this? It's like, okay, well, I mean, it was only X, Y, and Z, and it's not looked at as bad or on the same level as a female. And I've heard the most theories
don't say female.
on why.
Remember, you can't say female. Remember last episode we said you can say
that. Silence. I said I was gonna be quiet. So anyway, but you might be those. What was I talking about? Men cheating versus female cheating. See, look, fuck that shit. Female. Hashtag female. Anyway, so yeah, I lost it, but it's a difference. It's definitely a difference.
It's not a difference.
No, it's not a difference, but I'm talking about in society, it's looked at differently. It's like women are freaking condemned and being like, oh my gosh, like you cheated, like you freaking slower. But men are just like, oh man, come on, you gotta do better than that, my G. Like, all right, like just talk to her and like, you know, next time don't do it, man. But women, like, you done lost your whole relationship.
But no, even like on Insecure, like with Chad, with his girl taking him back, when they talked about her, it was like she's a down ass woman, like, you know, she's a good woman for taking him back.
But it's like, man, leave that bitch.
But not even just that, if Lawrence had got back with her, he would have been looked at like, oh, you a bitch, like,
right? Like after
whatever,
she did that, you're gonna take her back,
right?
Yep. For sure, it's a double standard. Like it's definitely a double standard when the levels of cheating, like as far as the sex is, for sure.
So so playing devil's advocate.
Uh-huh.
So let's say Tiny did fuck Floyd Mayweather. Would she have been wrong?
In my niggerish mind, no.
I mean, in what other mind would she have been wrong?
In a moral compass.
In that two wrongs don't make a right head ass mind.
Right. But
let me tell you, Shay's opinions are an expression of her own. They do not reflect the opinions of the Chatty Pattys. Bitch. You know what that means.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
Pretty much.
T.I. been cheating on her ass. Well, I mean, we know that shit, and we all the way up on the East Coast. They all the way down south somewhere, and we know.
And those are the accounts that we know. So just add a couple 5, 10 more.
The shits we don't know about.
Exactly. And the ones who actually kept their mouth closed or no video was recorded. Like,
you mad because there's a possibility she may have went out. First of all, she warned him. She put a whole fucking song out called "What the Fuck You Gonna Do," which is a fucking word. If you ever had a chance to listen to it, if you didn't, you don't remember when she came out with that song. This was like maybe 4 years ago.
I must have been under a rock, honey.
Yeah, she came out with a whole song called "What the Fuck You Gonna Do." Basically, she asked him, "What the fuck?" She even had, you remember that the opening to their first couple of seasons when he was laying on the bed and you could see his print?
Yes.
Okay. So she even had like a fake T.I. scene where that kind of like the whole, that was there, whatever. And then the song, she's basically saying like, what you gonna do if I do the shit that you did to me?
Right.
And
exactly.
I really thought that she was going to go out here and leave his ass. And
be in these streets, right?
But here we are, season 13
with another type of hustle.
The fuck? I don't know. Don't listen to me, women, listening to the podcast, because my advice is leave his ass, or what the fuck you gonna do? Volume 5, like
not volume 5.
But I was also on the verge of a divorce, so maybe you shouldn't listen to me. That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw this other article where it had the top 3 cheating professions. So it broke it up for men and women, the top 3. So for men,
Barbers.
for men and women, and number 3 for both was entrepreneurs. And they said the reason is they tend to like things their own way and on their own terms. So that was number 3 for both men and women.
We know some entrepreneurs.
So number 2 for men was IT. They said that they made up 12% of the male cheaters. And for second, for women, which I thought was interesting, is education. So teachers, professors, they didn't have an explanation.
For the men or the women?
For the women.
Oh, okay.
That's number 2 for women. And for number 2 for men was IT. So they in computers, which makes sense because they probably on the Lord. There ain't no chat rooms, but they probably find some sneaky way to do it and to cover it up. So that's why I'm thinking that's why number 2. So for number 1 cheating profession in men is men that are in different trades. So like if you're in construction, like you're a welder, that sort of stuff. And they say it's because they often have shift work, which makes it easier to fly under the radar with their irregular schedules. So that is the number 1 profession for men. And for women, it's in medicine. And they said the combination.
Dr. Jackie.
Yes,
Dr. Simone. Y'all better come through in Atlanta.
Okay. They said basically because the combination of the long hours and the stress mixed with all of that, it's just like, what will relieve my stress? Da, da, da. So, yeah.
Daddy.
Right.
Can I just say that I'm going to go ahead and throw military in with them trade.
With the trade?
Yeah, because technically,
they are the shift work is there and the different type of schedules and that sort of thing. So it definitely could fit in.
They're traveling,
all of that. So it makes it the opportunity present itself a lot easier.
So me, I guess maybe I'm thinking in my black mind, but I was thinking like barbers, club promoters.
Oh yeah. So we talking about
mechanics,
urban professions.
I'm saying
for sure. Club promoters should be number 1.
Club promoters is probably number 1, which I really don't understand because I just want y'all single women to know them motherfuckers don't make no money.
I was just about to say they're not even the ones that's getting the money. They get like a little cut, but they not the club owner.
Unless they like the premier fucking club promoter of your specific area.
Right.
They're not making no motherfucking money. So there's that. The barbers probably beginning because single moms gotta go get their son's haircut.
Like I don't have no money this week. Like that's okay. Let's go in the back room.
What them out do?
Right. You can work that off.
And samesies with mechanics.
Yeah.
Like, I need an oil change.
I need a tune up. My pipes need cleaning. Plumbers.
Role play.
Right.
These bitches don't. I know I was gonna say something rude. So yeah, that's in my urban. What would be the 3 urban ones for women? Instagram models. Cancel.
Let me see. Flat tummy tea representatives.
Those Instagram models.
Oh, okay.
All the above.
All of the above. All of them
joints. Consultants.
Right. All of them. It works. All of them. Like.
Somebody's gonna say we're shaming them.
Oh, we're not being politically correct. Wah, 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 wah. We're sorry, listeners. Like
we just had a whole episode.
We're just having fun. Y'all can rewind and see what my stance was last week. I have not switched it up.
The 7 days didn't change. Okay.
It takes time for me to evolve, honey. We're work in progress here. So for women, hairdressers, because she be braiding the dude's hairs. The locticians. How you say that? They do the locks.
And depending on if she's a professional, she has a chair. But if she's like the neighborhood one, you sitting in between her legs on the floor.
Look.
And you know where that leads.
Nope, ain't happening. Right, not happening. I'm trying to think what else would be. I don't know. A drug dealer. I don't know, girl. Who knows? They got female drug dealers, so
they do. And she got to stick it. Never mind.
All right. So the levels I'm done.
So you think that there are levels to cheating?
I believe there's levels once you like I said before, like with like how you commit a crime, you either cheat or you don't cheat. If you've cheated, I feel like there's severity levels and degrees on how bad your cheating was. But it is black or white. You cheated or you didn't cheat. But within that cheating, okay, was it first degree murder? Was it manslaughter? Was it a misdemeanor? Like, it's different levels in that instance, if you want to break it down. But if you want to be black and white, like, well, you cheated, you cheated. But then those kind of lower level, if you want to say level cheating offenses, it's like depending on the person in the relationship, they might not even look at it as cheating. Like, oh, that ain't cheating to me. Like, you ain't touching nobody, so I don't give a fuck. Like, so it also depends on personal preference and what y'all have established between you two.
I'm just like,
Because I mean, go ahead.
I would have trust issues.
Oh, for
Like,
sure.
and so to me, it's just like, well, because I've been in a relationship with someone who accused me of cheating, and I really fucking wasn't. But I mean, like, this man accused me left and right of cheating, and it just got to the point where I was just like, well, God, maybe I should go suck some dick, because this is just this is
But
outrageous.
9 times out of 10, when it's somebody that's that, like, putting it on you and putting the blame on you like that, it's them, my G. Like, I was in a relationship similar to that as well. And, like, I was, like, called everything in the blue moon, and come to find out,
Everything.
they was smashing everything in the whole daggone county and more, and extended probably. So, and it was like, dog, like, you was projecting on me what you was doing this whole
Right.
time. Like, what are you doing? Like, you just had like a whole network of alibis and people lying for you. So like, it just took me longer to catch you. But like, whole time you was no good. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, if they that adamant about it and deep down, like, I legit ain't doing nothing, like, you need to get your microscope out, because it's probably them and they trying to throw you off by blaming it on you.
I still am just like, because even like, that was annoying, but like, I have been with people who have been in compromising situations
Mm-hmm.
where they have said that they didn't cheat, but it just leaves, you never know
Right.
unless you know. You know what I'm saying? So
It's like you
like,
have to take their word for it.
right. And so like on Married to Medicine last season, I'm gonna have to spoil it, girl, because I know your ass ain't caught up
I
yet.
am caught up, honey. I'm caught all the way up. Even, yes.
Yes,
I
okay.
watched the last episode that just aired, honey. Yes, I'm caught up. See, look.
So we only gonna spoil it for the listeners then. Okay.
So if you watch Married to Medicine,
Fast forward.
right, fast forward, or you could pause it, watch it, and come back.
So Miss Quad and her ugly ass
Mr. G,
husband.
look.
So last
I said
season,
Mr. G, Dr. G.
Mr. G. So he basically was not caught cheating, but he basically was in a compromising situation. He claims him and his buddies were in a hotel room with some girls, and the girls accused him of smashing, although he said he didn't.
But as a
But
married man that's also on a TV show, why would you even be in a hotel room with your man with some
not
females?
even in a fucking, wouldn't give a shit if he was on TV or not. If you put yourself in a situation where your character can be questioned, you're a fucking idiot.
For
If you're
sure.
in a committed
The
relationship.
only reason why I say it on TV is because we know we have those people out there that specifically try to go after these people that may be popular in your city or might be on TV or, Instagram, internet famous, to try to hem you up for some, or maybe try to blackmail you or whatever. So it's people out here specifically gunning for people that are in the public eye. So that's the only reason why I was like, and you on TV. Like, you just,
Right.
you sound stupid.
And you need to do better.
For sure.
So, like, I mean, that for me, that's why when you say the levels to cheating, that's why, so I guess for me, and maybe, I mean, I have insecurities. I have like insecurities with myself.
Mm-hmm.
So if JT had put himself in a situation where I couldn't confirm or deny that something happened, it would drive me crazy.
Right. But I think with
thinking.
that situation, like too, like he was also a asshole. Like
Right.
I was like, yo, like how you look like this and act like this? Like that's so superficial. And I know that sounds super bad, but it's just like, dog, like be happy somebody is loving up on you like this. And I get it, you got money, that's cool, but she's starting to, her coins are coming up too. So like don't feel like you can just be out here acting any old kind of way because you a doctor and you got money. Because like as what happened, you got left, and now you up here talking to your boys like I never wanted a divorce.
And she took the IKEA hoe, and you mad?
And was
Stupid
mad. Yeah. So. Yeah, one, I agree. You shouldn't put yourself in those type of predicaments or those situations because, like you said, even if he was telling 100% the truth, it's just like your previous behavior on how you guys were how he was an asshole, and then like they wasn't seeing before then they was having issues with how he was acting. He was just acting like a jerk, and then this coincidentally happens, but you say nothing happened. It's just the optics look real bad, and she just wasn't here for the shit. It seemed like she had checked out even before that happened. She was like not happy with him. So this was just like,
we didn't know all the backstory. So when everything ended up coming out, I was kind of like, because at first I used to feel like Quad was just extra as fuck.
Right.
But when all this extra shit started coming out,
it made sense why she was disconnecting like that.
And you know that shit sucks to be cheated on.
What happened?
So, I was saying something under my breath, and I just kept it to myself because
look at you, self-control out here.
You know, somebody would probably hear it and be
right.
I heard you, bitch. So, damn, wine. The wine just kicked in and took that whole thought.
I lost your thought.
Yeah, it just took it. It was a good thought too. Shit. Okay, let's just talk through it.
So we were talking about Quad.
we were.
And how she wasn't here for the stuff, and we didn't realize that, or we knew she was disconnected, and we thought she was being extra as hell. So
I don't know where I was at with that, but do you, as a woman, think that it's different for a woman to cheat versus a man? Because I know
me
some
personally,
women...
no. Me personally, no. I feel like it's on the same level. Like a cheat is a cheat. Fucking somebody else is a fucking somebody else, regardless if you're a man or a woman. But reality and how society and people look at it is two totally different things. But me personally, I think it's on the same level. Like, yeah.
Does it make a difference if like the other person cheated first and then the other person cheated like in retaliation?
I think at the end of the day, black or white, if you want to keep it black and white, it's all cheating. But I could see how that could influence someone to go out to do it. Hell yeah. So like if you were cheated on, or you got inklings that something's going on, or maybe you're being neglected or something like that, and then you go out and cheat, then I can see how those, how that happened. Not saying that it's right. Like I said before, cheating is cheating either way, no matter the reason or the cause. It's bad, but it's still like I can see. You caught it?
I did.
Okay, go ahead. I'm stopping now because you caught it.
I did. Do you think that cheating just happens? Like when people, one thing just led to the next and da-da-da-da. Like,
yes, but I don't think it could always happen. That can't be your go-to. Yeah. Especially the way people get fucked up, and I feel like it can just happen.
Cheated when you were single before marriage? Of course, obviously.
Right. But you say have what?
Have you ever cheated?
Mm-hmm.
So I have cheated. The motherfucker, and I hope his motherfucking raggedy ass is listening. The goddamn motherfucker that fucking accused me of cheating on his ass forever and a goddamn day. I ended up cheating on his ass. It was 3 weeks before I finally actually just broke up with him, because I'm very much like, if I'm cheating on you, then this shit is over.
Right.
But that was the first time I had ever cheated on someone. And I knew at the exact moment that I was gonna fuck the fuck out of that guy.
No.
Like I knew the moment where I was just like, yeah, he's getting the cheeks. And so
you right there, you're getting them.
yeah. And so ever since then, I felt like that's bullshit. I always feel like there's a moment, like maybe not even a moment where it's very clear, like I'm gonna fuck him, but I feel like there's a moment where you know that like boundaries have been yes, right. I do. In my heart of hearts, I don't believe that anybody is just falling on dick in pussy.
I don't think, I mean, in those situations where you like, oh, okay, well, we did X, Y, and we walked into the room and we did this, like, obviously you did, you could be like, nah, I can't come in here, I'm doing too much. But like, not trying to blame it on alcohol, weed, or drugs, or whatever people are into. Like, I feel like you can be in situations where you just like, it just happens. Like, not me. I'm just saying, it could happen. But I know a lot of times it is a mental decision for whatever reason, where you like, I mean, she just got a fat ass and I just want to see what it feels like. Or it could be like deeper than that, where it's just like, I am not being fulfilled, so therefore I'm going to get fulfilled somewhere else. And those are decisions. I think those situations aren't, it just happened. Those are decisions that are being made. But I still think that there are a small amount of situations where it could just happen. Like, but it can't just always just happen. When people just like, yo, I just smashed y'all bitches, it just happened. Like, nah, my G. Like, yeah, all these ain't just, you ain't stumbled upon it, it just happened. So
yeah, for me, that's why I'm just like this whole like levels and all that other stuff.
It just makes it easier for cheating to be justified, pretty much, or to be like, it wasn't that bad. So that's why I said at the end of the day, it's black or white, you cheated or you didn't cheat. But once you get into the yes, I cheated, now what level of cheating did I do? So that's why when I say levels of cheating, it ain't like, I kind of cheated, or I cheated a little bit, or I cheated a lot. Like, I don't look at it like that. Like, you either did or you didn't cross that boundary of doing something that was disrespectful to your committed relationship with someone of the opposite sex or the same sex. Got to be politically correct. And like that then in turn is cheating. But it's just like depending on your personal preference and what your boundaries are set up for that relationship determines like kind of like a level of cheating or disrespect that you have committed.
So are there levels to finding out about the cheating? Like, does it make it more acceptable if your significant other admits it? Or does it make it better? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, like, if obviously I know for me, I'm going to speak for me. If I walked in my home and JT was fucking someone, I would be in jail today.
For sure. That's the ultimate. Like, not in our home.
Right.
Where but our children lay. Oh, no.
But I feel like if a bitch came to me as a woman, because y'all bitches love to come to somebody as a woman, y'all gotta cut that's that just shade. Out. Y'all gotta get your asses beat for that. Fuck out of here with that. As a woman. You should have came to me as a woman before my nigga's dick was in your mouth.
Right. Like, girl, he was trying to. Right.
Yeah. You know, or let's say somebody else was like somebody that like I saw your significant other, looked like they was about to go and go to the crib. They called an Uber, blah blah blah. Like, are there levels to how you find out about the cheating that make it less impactful?
Either way, it's gonna hurt. And I'm just thinking about me and like trying to receive that news. I feel like either way, I'm gonna go through the anger to the hurt to the anger again to like, my progression of trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Like, whether like you come to me and be like, Dice, I'm sorry to tell you this, girl, but I seen X, Y, and Z. Or that my husband actually came to me and was like, all right, look, this what happened. Or, a woman came to me and be like, girl, let me tell you. I feel like either way, it's going to be impactful and it's going to hurt. But I feel like as far as trying to move forward, I think it would be easier to digest if the person admits it. But it's still going to hurt. Like, yeah. I think like when you get someone else to tell you, it kind of makes you feel like, so if you didn't get caught, was you going to tell me at all? Or is this something that you was going to, try to keep to yourself, or, that sort of thing? So it would help ease the impact in the back end if you're trying to work on stuff and rebuilding trust that the person came to you and said it. But either way, that shit gonna hurt and make you mad. So in the beginning, nah, it's not going to change the impact for me. But in the long run, depending on if you're trying to stay in that relationship and make stuff work, I guess, like, how it was found out and how it was dealt with once it was presented that you had that information, how it was dealt with, that would be impact. That would lessen or,
Right. I think for me, if I asked, like, if you had ever done that, and then you lied, and then I found out that in fact you had. Yikes. It was. I mean, you cheated, and then you lied. Like,
after you were confronted, that could have been your out right there. They'd be like, "All right, look,
right,
I gotta tell you something."
Yeah, I don't know. Some women can. Some men. I'm not going to just put on women. Some people can handle cheating in a way that I know that I cannot. I'm just not built for that. Like, I'm just not built for that. Our queen, Beyonce. She came out with a word called lemonade.
A whole word.
A whole
with chapters.
Entire word, okay? And I will tell you, I didn't know shit about that last half. It took me a good long while to know what that last half felt like. Because all I knew was, tell that boy bye. I think that's about where my word ended.
Or then you will rewind and start again.
Sandcastles, bitch, all night long. Fuck out of here, Beyonce.
Right.
That fucking album for me today, though, it is goddamn therapy, because it's like you legitimately go through all those fucking emotions, like the anger, the hurt, the disbelief, the fucking I'm gonna do what I want to fucking do, your fucking daddy issues, like the forgiveness, bitch. What is that? Who knew that I too could forget? Girl.
You said, what is that?
What? I was so baffled by everything past that damn, what's that one song, 6 Inch Heels. I didn't listen to anything after that fucking song. Like,
right.
What?
Like, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Oh, we're gonna go back to self-titled and just pop ass? Okay, right. Cool. I didn't know nothing about that. It is a whole, like, I like to watch the film of it too, not just listen to the album. So with the poems too, bitch.
You was feeling it. It was like a whole sermon for you.
Listen, niggas should be, but they should just kiss the ground every time they wake up in the morning, okay?
I know for me, like an album, since we kind of talking about music and helping us getting through stuff, I was going through a breakup like around, what year was that? Can't even remember, but it was that freaking Marie album.
The first or the second?
I think it was like the second or third, In Love and War, where it had
with the
little
flowers on there.
Girl.
Oh, I love that song.
Dog, the flowers, different people, and Dear John.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. Those were words for me during that time frame, because I was like, look, run it back, Marie, because you singing to my soul right now. That definitely got me.
I had whole heartbreak CDs, and then when iPods came out, I had heartbreak playlists. Yes, like, this shit was serious. But for me, like I said, the Lemonade album was different because there was a turning point that I was unaware of. Because
he's like, I have not reached this enlightenment, B. What are you talking about?
Because like I said beforehand, it was just like, if you cheat on me, you're, to me, because I don't believe that you can, for me, I don't believe that you can just cheat. I believe there's always a moment that you know that shit is about to take a turn, and you have the choice to entertain that turn or to be like, okay, this is getting a little bit too like, yeah, bitch like attention, we flirting, but now we, you know what I'm saying? So beforehand, I didn't like if you made that decision to violate our commitment to one another, I'd be like, all right, well, you good.
Right.
You know, you get older and those commitments are different than, you know, when
That's
you're
my
22.
boyfriend. Right.
Right. And you know what I'm saying? It's just different. So
right.
I guess it's levels, but I'ma tell everybody on the podcast,
fuck that shit.
You're one and done with me.
Right.
Ain't no levels and chances and all that, okay?
Right.
Making a Murderer part 3.
Right. In this thing.
Okay? Don't use this as evidence.
We'll edit it out. We don't need a paper trail.
If JT end up missing, they're gonna be like, on episode 13,
Shay clearly says.
I would delete the fuck out of this episode. Fuck y'all.
They're like, what Chatty Patty podcast? Never heard of it. Don't know what you speak of. Have no clue. Yeah.
So, what's that one more thing I want? No, never mind.
Yeah.
I don't want to incriminate myself.
Yeah. So, that moving on to tea.
Hey, but Dice, you know the 5 levels? We need to make that a post.
Oh, I'm with it.
Because listeners, I would love if you could, you know, comment
and interact. We do have some good followers and listeners that actually really do interact. They respond to the post, and we love you. We see you out there, and you know when we put our posts out there or the question of the days, we would love for you to actually respond to our questions and interact with us. It would be lit. And we actually do respond back, and we'll interact with you as well and give you our thoughts and, you know, laugh at y'all because sometimes y'all have us cracking up with y'all responses to these questions of the day. So make sure y'all just interact with us. We're not asking it for help.
We're going to post the 5 levels, and we just want to know, do y'all agree with the 5 levels? Are there more levels? Should we be combining some?
Right.
Is it just one level, cheating and fuck out of here with all that shit? Like, let us know
what you think.
I did have a thought though as we were just going through that. I know we're supposed to be closing up this topic, but
what?
So let's say that JT is not giving me any more penis, right? And it's been like 8 months. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I would hate to deal with you.
Shit, I would hate to deal with me. He's gonna be gone for 7 months next year.
Oh my gosh! Can we pause the podcast?
And it's gonna be me and you. Okay, no. So listen. So let's say JT, he's not gone. He's here, but for whatever reason, he is not dropping dick off. So, and I cheat, and I mean, I would be wrong, but would he be wrong
for not dropping the dick off?
Yes, and the reason why I ask this, and I say it in this scenario, because men love to say that women were not fulfilling their wifely duties. And that is the reason why they were out here
in these streets,
laying it low and spreading it wide.
All right, Mama Evelyn.
So I would just like to know if this, because there's some women out here that are a tad bit hornier than their male counterparts.
Right.
So I just want to know, like, let's say the man wasn't holding up his end of the bargain, okay? And the woman decides, not even the woman, but like for real, if someone is not giving it up on a consistent basis and the other person is just like, I got an itch that needs to be scratched.
Right.
What's the level to that? Where does that fall on our 5 levels?
Well, damn it, I don't know what level it will fall on from 1 to 5. I feel like it would kind of be on that. I see why you did it, bitch, but you're still wrong. But like, I mean, and then it also like, was it discussed? Like, did you bring up to it like, hey, you're not dropping off dick, or hey, you're not
So
spreading
let's say that we did. Let's say I was just like, I'm horny, need some dick, ain't getting no dick. What we gonna do?
and you still wasn't
Getting no dick.
yeah, we got a problem. We got a problem, Houston. But I could definitely see why the person went outside of their committed relationship, especially if they were previously getting dick down, and then yeah, it dried up. No pun intended. But
Hope it don't dry up.
no, I was no pun intended. I swear I did. I was like, as soon as I said that, I was like, yikes. But yeah, I could kind of see where a person was neglected and stepped out. It doesn't make it right. Like I said, it doesn't give you a free pass to be like, oh well, they wasn't getting it, so that's why. But as far as where it would fall on that level, in my opinion, I would say, and another thing would depend on like, where did they go to get the dicking down? Was it a one-time thing? Was it like
see, that's just so complicated.
I mean, when you asked me where it fell on the level, when we was going over the levels, some of them had emotional connection. Did you have an emotional connection with this dicking down that you have? Or was it a one-time thing? Or you out here digging down all of the East Coast? So that sort of thing matters as well. But I would put it midway. I wouldn't put it too low because you still made a decision to do that. You went out there and it's higher than just a wandering eye. So maybe like a in between 2 and 3, so like a 2.5 or something like that.
So okay, so let's say a friend. Let's not say our best friend because we love our best friends.
Right.
Let's say a close friend.
Okay.
They are not giving up the nani to their spouse.
Mm-hmm.
And we know this for a fact.
Ooh.
And then their spouse cheats.
Mm.
Do we say to our friend, well, bitch, you wasn't giving it up. What did you expect? Or
no, that's so insensitive.
Okay, well, maybe not that harsh. I mean, unless you're me. But do we say like, where are we? Because like I know for me, if you wrong my friend, I don't give a fuck.
You're not going to sugarcoat it. You're going to be like, look, this is what it is. I know you're hurting, but look, bitch.
Well, no, to him, fuck him. Like when it's him or her or whoever my friend is with, we are a unit. Me and my friend.
Oh, for sure. So, that's who you're loyal to.
Fuck out of here to whoever that person is. But do we have a sidebar conversation like? Well, bitch, I mean,
it'll have to be later on. It has to be not while it's still fresh. Okay. But you can eventually be like, look, like, we're still not condoning this. And he's still canceled. Unless you decide to patch stuff up, then I'm team you guys. Whatever you decide. But, ma'am, like, or sir, depending on if you're talking to a female or guy. Like, look.
Hey, yo, they about to call us pick-me's and probably cancel us because...
And they can kiss my ass. So...
okay, well, that wraps up that topic.
I'm just saying, like, if you're going to cancel me for saying female, I've said worse stuff on this podcast in these 13 episodes that you could cancel me for. And saying the word female should not be it.
And so there's that for levels of cheating. Let's move into tea time. Tea time this week for me is going to be extremely brief. Cardi B.
That's what I had.
Shut the fuck up. And I love Cardi B.
Oh, you telling her shut the fuck up?
I want them all to shut the fuck up. I want Hennessy, Carolina, Raw, fucking Ali. Nicki Minaj is the only one that's actually shutting the fuck up this week.
No, the fuck she wasn't.
Oh, did she say something?
On her little Queen radio shit.
Girl, I don't listen to that dumb shit.
I don't either, but I got the abbreviated version.
Oh, what's the tea?
So I don't listen to her.
Sip.
I don't listen to her shit, but apparently, it's rumored that Nicki or someone in her camp or Ra Ali leaked Cardi's cell phone number.
Song. Oh, yeah.
So that's why
September.
So that's why Hennessy went off. I think that was like this weekend where she was going off, and she had actual she took them down now, but she had videos, where she was scrolling through and was like, why are y'all looking at us telling us to shut the fuck up and like we're bullies and like all this X, Y, and Z, when you keep coming at my sister, and not only are you coming at my sister, you sending all your little barbs and your fans to text her and threatening her, talking about fuck culture, we gonna come and kill her and all this other stuff. Like, that's my family, and if you don't think that I'm sticking up for my family, you got me fucked up. So then Ra Ali was coming in and she was jumping in and was like, look, talking about, bitch, don't get ragged like your big sister. She was like, first of all, you didn't rag shit. That was a security guard, so sit your big buffalo body ass down. I was laughing. But then I think after Nicki had her little Queen radio joint today, I think she was mentioning some stuff about how Cardi was stopping some bags for her, and how basically she was telling, that sound is so funny to me, like the pouring up, watch on fall out. But sorry. Like, yeah, she was basically, in a nutshell, because I'm not gonna go on and on. You could definitely go to a lot of the blogs, and Cardi's videos was fresh because they was just put up Monday today. So she, on Nicki's radio thingy, she was basically the same stuff, like Nicki's a victim and Cardi, is stopping bags and telling people not to work with her and blah blah blah. And then I guess Cardi got tired of keeping it cute and was like, look, sis, let me show you these.
She was saying names.
She was saying names. She was pulling out, she said the same text, like, oh yeah, I thought my sister making up stuff. No, let me open my phone. These are the same texts that all your little goons are sending me. And then she had DMs from different producers that Nicki was saying one thing, but she had DMs from the producers being like, nah, X, Y, and Z. So she definitely was tired of the fuck shit. And yes, I get it. All of it seems super childish, but these are hood joints.
Yeah.
And you are threatening their newborn child. Like, this is a whole ass baby. So if they already
young people, that, to me, I'm like,
right.
I don't feel like anybody that was born before certain years like out here threatening people's newborn babies.
Right, but at the same time, like, we in a day and age that you gotta take all this shit serious, because it's some crazy motherfuckers out here, and you can go ahead and be brushing shit off. Some people be standing hard as shit for these celebrities, and they'll fuck around and try to fight somebody. She was saying that I saw in the comments on one of Cardi's videos when she was talking about, apparently Ra Ali and them had leaked Mariah Lynn's information when they was beefing off that little Gwen and shit. And Mariah Lynn was in look, that is so funny to me. But Mariah Lynn was in Cardi's comments under that video and was like, her mom got beat up. Like, she was like, yo, my mom was walking down the street, and because of that whole, like, situation, like, they leaked the numbers and, like, sicking their fans and stuff on them. Like, they was like, are you Mariah Lynn, mom? And I guess her mom was like, yeah, and her mother got jumped. So, like, you can be like, oh, this is just for TV or this just for internet. It's some of these daggone stands and stuff that's like, oh, like, this is my queen for real. Like, if she say gonna get her, I'm gonna get her, and really be out here trying to hurt people. So you can't really... You want to take it with a grain of salt, but at the same time, you like, and she a first time mom, like, she's not playing this shit, and she's street, so she's like, you're not about to be just throwing shots this way. And both of them are like that, so they like, look, if my sister can't say it, then I can say it. I would want both of them to just be quiet and just like meet up, but both Hennessy and Cardi is just like, look, we can stop talking and meet up, and we can either talk it out or we can duke it out, but I'm down for whatever. So I just wish they talk or duke it out and get off of social media. That's what I wish. But I mean, I feel devil's
advocate, the Barb's on Shade Room said that Cardi B used to have her number in her profile. Now, personally,
did she? I don't know. Did she?
I probably was like before fucking Love and Hip Hop, and I'm sure she's
I'm
fucking
sure
gotten
she's
her number
changed her
changed
number
since
since.
then.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just had to throw that out there so that it wouldn't seem like we were biased. And I just
And
want to
I'm not
say,
biased at all. I like them both.
I
Like,
like
I
them
really
both
like them both.
too.
I don't like Raw Lee, but I
Oh
really like
God,
Cardi
fucking
and
linebacker head
Nicki.
ass.
Dog, she was annoying even on Love and Hip Hop.
Always,
Oh my god, she's just
always.
like the most flip flopping, and she's always in the middle of stuff. She was in the middle of the daggone Remy and
And
Nicki
Remy's
stuff.
gonna be off probation soon, so she might want to keep it cute.
Super cute. Ooh.
I just can't. I just want. So, okay, Nicki Minaj, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like her with other people. I'm not really a big fan of Nicki Minaj like songs when it's
Okay.
just her. She likes to try to do that singing thing and makes my ass itch. But then I remember I try to sing often and probably makes everybody's ass itch. And I don't care.
Right.
Okay. So there's that. Cardi B doesn't write any of her shit. So it's just like, yeah, this is a bop, but it's not your bop, so whatever. Right. Either way, I take something from both of these women and I'm shaking my ass to whatever is popping. Okay. Right. And that's really what it boils down to.
Honestly, what am I connecting with? Like, I don't.
Right. Yeah. Neither one of y'all are my fucking faves. Beyonce would
never address you peasants.
And so ultimately, I just want everybody to shut the fuck up. I don't know why Queen Radio is even still happening. I thought that was like a 2-time thing for like her album.
That joint is like nails on a chalkboard.
She's like Chatty Pattys. Like, bitch.
Oh my
what's
god.
happening?
You are Nicki Minaj. Like, why is this? Why is this what your daggone radio station sounding like? Like,
I don't like it.
You just coming off like super. Like, this is beneath you. It should be.
It should be. I feel like Nicki Minaj is her level of celebrity should be higher than Queen fucking Radio.
And where are all her friends at? Like, she needs to hang around more people than Raw Ali. Like, where are her celebrity friends at to be like, this is beneath you? Where's Beyonce? Beyonce should be like, ma'am, we was just eating burgers together at Coachella.
I'm surprised Beyonce hasn't taken down both of the songs that they have together.
Right, because this is like, what are you doing? She looked up to Jay-Z. Jay-Z, where are you at in this situation? Like, pull her to the side. Give her a hug or something. Like, Jesus Christ.
Cardi is younger, newer,
and she still doesn't. She doesn't have any fucks to give
know it yet. But I mean, I just want everybody to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Just put out some music, and for me to twerk to. That's all I want.
Give me my music, and be entertaining a little bit. But yeah, if y'all not going throw hands, then like,
if you throw hands, then all of this is great. If you're going to hide behind security, then just shut. I need you
to shut up. Exactly. Don't talk tough behind the firing squad, please. Okay.
There's that. Who's releasing what first? I think I'm going to go first.
Okay.
Last week I spoke about my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I have some folks in my life that know exactly what has happened between her and I.
Right.
And I feel like they're understanding. I have other people that have been there for the same amount of time or longer that seem to think that I'm just being a petty ass bitch.
Oh, no.
So let me release y'all motherfuckers and let y'all know real quick. My motherfucking pain is not petty. My anger is not fucking petty. I have a fucking right to be as upset as I am. I'm fucking 31 and I've been going through bullshit with her since I was 11. So you're talking about 20 years of some bullshit.
All right.
I am not petty for saying that I've had enough. I'm not petty for saying that I have boundaries, even with the person that gave me life. I don't know who the fuck told y'all that y'all got to take any and fucking everything from any and fucking everybody. But I'm here to tell you that it doesn't make me fucking petty for saying that actually my sanity means more than my relationship with my parents. That's where the fuck I'm at. That word petty is not canceled because I love it, but y'all call everything that y'all don't agree with petty, and that's bullshit. Don't motherfucking minimize my feelings because you don't understand, because you're gonna let your parents verbally abuse you when they feel it's convenient, because you're going to let your parents not fucking talk to you for almost 2 years because they didn't like some shit that you had to say about their fucking character. No. So, fuck you, Will.
Oh.
I mean, that's where I'm at. I'm not fucking petty. I don't give a fuck. What is he gonna sue me for? You want a cheeseburger? Because, nigga, you know I'm broke. I don't got nothing for you. So, defamation of these nuts. Don't fucking call me petty. Don't fucking put me in a group chat and say, hey, we're all going to my mom's house for Thanksgiving, and put my daughter in the fucking group chat. Ooh. Because you know I'm going to say no, and you want my daughter to look at me some kind of way, because I'm going to have a real ass conversation with my daughter and tell her, so what we not going to do is that we're not talking over turkey. You better call a therapist if you want me to fucking break bread. That's it. Goodness. I said what I said.
Oh my Jesus.
So that's it. That was a little quick one. I'm releasing that this week.
This went left.
On the positive side, I'm getting more dick.
All right.
Your turn.
Woo! Hold on, I'm trying to lay my edges back down. Yeah. Well, mine isn't that deep. Oh yeah, ooh, that was bad. That was so bad. So yeah, I am releasing cheap liquor.
Oh yes, let it go.
I know better, because I normally 95% of my life do not drink cheap liquor. But for some reason, on Sunday, I took a shot of the worst of the worst. What? I'm ashamed to even say what it is, because I feel like, oh, I know I've done Everclear like in punches, but no, I didn't take no shot on Everclear. But I have stooped to the level of one of our close friends and took a shot of E&J Apple.
I know who it was.
Yes, you know the friend that I speak of. Mm-hmm. They weren't there, but I'm saying like this is the type of stuff that they would do.
Yeah.
That I am normally like, you wildin'. Well, I was wilding on Sunday. And the crazy thing about it is, after I took the shot of the Irk and Jerk apple, because that's what we call E&J, Irk and Jerk, it actually tastes decent, which is crazy because I expected it to taste like death. But
were you already drunk?
I was tipsy. I wasn't
deception.
Drunk. Yeah. So I was like, okay, that wasn't bad. Went on with life. Everything was fine. I didn't feel no kind of way. Went home, got the kids ready, got myself ready to start the work week. Went to bed, I want to say like around, let's be cute and say 10:30, 11.
Oh, that's kind of early.
Yeah.
But y'all do start drinking early because it's football. So
we start drinking at 1 p.m.
Jesus.
So I'm laying down, go to bed, knocked out, passed out because I'm tired. I wake up at 2:30 in the morning with the worst urge to throw up. My stomach hurts. Like, I felt horrible, and I was confused, like, what the hell happened? Like, please don't say I'm about to be sick again, because I rebuke these colds or whatever the hell I've been going through the past couple weeks. So, you know how when you're tired, you just like, I'm just going to try to deal with it because I'm tired and I'm not trying to get up. My alarm goes off at 5 a.m. for work. I never went back to sleep.
Thanks to Jesus. No.
Yeah.
Did you go to work?
Yeah.
No.
I rebuke and will release cheap liquor for the remainder of my natural life. So don't bring that shit around me, because I will flip the tray like I did in Deep Creek for those friends that know me. Like, don't bring it in my vicinity, because my body rejected it. Okay. So therefore my brain and I need to reject it, because my body was like, ma'am, this is not what you're used to. So therefore I'm releasing cheap liquor. I'm not doing that disgusting crap. And it wasn't disgusting in taste, but it was disgusting on how it treated my body. And never again in life. I'm done. Yeah. So I'm releasing that.
The stories that I have was some cheap ass liquor.
I know better. Like, I'm not in college. I am not young. There's nothing young about my body. The aches and pains that I have remind me that I'm not young every day. So I don't know who I thought I was to try to take a shot of E&J Apple.
Like, I drank half of this big ass bottle of wine and had wine before then. Child, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I'm releasing. Cheap liquor.
Yeah, cheap
Deuces.
liquor is trash. I get it.
After a certain age, you either buy something good quality or just sip you some wine.
What's like, some acceptable cheap? There's some acceptable cheap liquors. Like Bacardi is cheaper.
Yeah.
And I actually
fell back in love with crazy. Someone brought a bottle of Malibu to my house, and
Malibu's not bad.
I forgot that I like Malibu. I had literally used to crush Malibu in college, and actually Bacardi, Limon, that used to be our shit. Me and my friend in college, and Malibu. That's what I was drinking because that's what I could afford, and it was lit. But I hadn't had Malibu in a long time, and somebody brought it to the house, and I was like, I forgot that I banged with this shit. It mixes well and will still get you nice. Like, it tastes really good. So yeah,
I ain't taking a shot of it.
I would, because it tastes like coconut.
You crazy. I don't like coconut, so.
I'm usually not,
Makes
but like.
me gag, no pause.
Oh, yikes. But yeah, so I think Bacardi, let's see, Bacardi, what else is acceptable? Cheap liquor.
Well, see, your problem is you don't drink white. Because there's a lot of cheap whites that I could get jiggy with. But I don't even drink white anymore. I used to be white down. And now
I need pigment unless it's tequila.
I be looking at JT all the time like, no, I don't.
Well, no, I'm lying because I'll do a white rum, but I won't do vodka.
Well, that's different. I'm talking about vodka. Like, no. JT is still very much, he'll get him a little something with vodka, and I'm always just like, so, Hennessy?
I can't do vodka, and I can't do, what is it, gin. Them two.
Ugh, gin is awful.
Dead to the bed.
I can do vodka. It's just that I don't have hangovers with brown.
Yeah, I have bad hangovers with vodka. I did have Tito's in the past couple months. And it was not bad. Like, the taste, it mixed very well, surprisingly, but my hangover wasn't as bad as normal, but it definitely was a worse feeling if I drink dark. Like, I still had a headache and was like, oh my gosh. But I don't get that with dark liquor. So I'm just going to stick to what I know and what my body accepts. And for all of you people that don't drink, judge your mama, because yes, we are talking about liquor and what it does to us and what we will accept.
I literally popped my wine bottle in the middle of the podcast. So
twice.
At this point, okay, nobody was counting.
I was, because I wanted some.
Oh, okay. So, the chattypattys.com. Oh, wait, what's the positive? You didn't say what the positive was. What do you want to come into fruition the next 7 days?
I want to speak into existence some type of, I want to bring back organization in my life. I used to be really, really organized and like so together. But like, I feel like lately, I feel like I'm all over the place. Like, I'm being pulled into like a million directions. I'm forgetting dates. Like, stuff is falling through the cracks. Like, I just need to center and get organized. So I am speaking into existence that I'm going to get my life and just get back on track with like not letting stuff like fall by the wayside and remember stuff, and just organization. That's what I'm gonna wrap it up into, one cute bow of organization.
Okay. Hey now.
Okay. What about you?
Oh, I thought I said it, Dick. That's all I want for the next 7 days.
I just know you have been talking about that for a while, so it's just like all running together. Dick, 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 dick.
Well, I mean, you know, it's only a few days into his return. He's actually off for the next 10 days. Yes. So that means that he's well rested when I get home from work. And once the kid goes to sleep, hey, I want a baby. So
I mean, what better way?
Yeah, you know, I'm getting some ovulation sticks. I really want a baby. I saw a baby yesterday on Instagram, and I was like, yum, I need one.
Yeah, I see. I am getting like the That's So Raven tunnel vision, and I see that already you about to mess up this 2020 trip.
But... No. We already talked about it. No.
Okay.
See? No. Fuck you. So
why are we talking about this on the podcast like they know what the hell we talking about?
Oh,
you know
we
what,
got
listeners?
a trip planned in 2020, but whole time JT and us are stopping the baby train after March 2019. If we are not pregnant by then, we will not be trying to get pregnant because we got a trip, and I'm going because
it's gonna be everything.
I fucking need a vacation
for sure.
But I'm hoping that my fat ass gets pregnant this month.
Oh, ma'am.
Well, November, because still technically October. Well, by the time y'all hear this, it'll be November 1st. But
right. Speaking to existence, I'll be praying on your uterus, and
we have a baby shower this weekend, so I'm just needing all the baby vibes.
Oh, I can't wait.
Baby shower. My cousin had a baby. Everybody's having babies. So I was about to say something else very pause-worthy. So it's time to wrap this up.
Yep, let's wrap it up. So, listeners, we appreciate you like we always do every week for tuning in.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend to tell a friend. We appreciate your support. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, The Chatty Pattys. Also go over to Twitter, follow us, The Chatty Pattys. Go to our website where you can see everywhere that we're streaming at, www.thechattypattys.com. Don't forget, interact with us on our Instagram posts. Let us know what you think about this week, about the different levels of cheating. And whenever we post a question of the day, just let us know what you think. We appreciate your feedback.
Bye.
All right, see ya.